And we're live for the very first time. Welcome to the All In podcast. Today, we are three guys in our late 20s. Tomorrow, we could be in our 30s. We will be getting into who we are, why we're doing this podcast. You could call it our lore,
mythology.
Our mythology. Yeah. What are some other words? Like
cinematic universe.
Well, not yet.
Of All In. Yeah, we're getting there.
Right now,
Episode
we're just
one.
the radio universe.
José, why do you look like you're just off the set of a World Series of Poker competition?
So
In
mysterious.
the all black? Is this a polo?
This is a sweater that
But
just
it
happens
has,
to have a collar
it has
on it.
buttons.
Yeah, and it is sweatpant material.
Wow.
It's really nice. My sister used to work at Outdoor Voices. Shout out.
No, they just went under. They're going all. They took out their retail and they're all online now.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
sad.
Okay. Well, she did get laid off, so.
Bada bing, bada boom. Bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom.
So how did this? Why in the world do we have microphones to our mouths?
I'm asking myself that same question right now, John Michael.
I mean, what's fun about this is I feel like we're just 6 years ago, hanging out, drinking
Yep.
some Millers on the front porch of the Y.
Why?
But
That was a
instead,
little longer than 6 years ago, no?
7 or 8 years ago.
it feels shorter than
Yeah.
it was because it was so great.
Yeah.
Lots
we're-
changed since then.
A lot's changed, and I mean to be sitting here with microphones, just basically doing the same thing we did 8, 9, 10, 6, 4 years ago, with
Last night.
various devices, various substances being
Yeah.
used today. We got coffee. That's just fun.
You got coffee. You got electrolytes early today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a great morning.
we
You
are
doubled up on that.
we are
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah. We're just hanging out, right?
Where did this start? Where did the friendship begin here?
Jose, you're our friendship historian, typically. You remember things about
Yeah.
our friendship and our past that I seemingly don't.
Yeah, I do happen
also
to
have more
a
pictures of
detailed
us.
memory.
Than any of us combined.
I love taking pictures.
Photo historian as
Yeah,
well.
I love taking pictures.
Did you get some of those from your Visco?
No.
They had the filters on them when
Visco.
you were sending.
Visco.
No, that
Visco,
was,
yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember, we're about to date ourselves here. There was an app called Huji.
Oh, Huji.
Yeah. And
Oh, yeah.
you could take pictures,
Yep.
and it was supposed to be like a disposable camera for your phone.
Uh-huh.
And then you would take them to the lab, is what it was called.
I
And they would
remember
make
this.
it look like
I remember
that. And so our other buddy, Jorge, and
Yeah.
I thought it was really funny to just say we're going to the lab. And so we
and
just,
take an iPhone picture.
yeah, and so
Yeah.
we started just putting every picture possible through the lab on this app. And I lost the original pictures. So I only have the Huji ones
Just these
now.
vintage photos
Yeah.
from 7 years ago.
Yeah. No, I do happen to have a detailed memory. I mean, we're three guys that we've been friends since I've been friends with both of y'all since our freshman year of college.
Yep.
You guys have more shared history. If you guys want to start there, and then we can interject with when I came in.
I mean, we were both blessed to attend a private school in high school. And we
I'm a
went
public
to,
school through and through.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, no,
You made it.
You need anything?
I would argue it was better than y'all's experience.
Yeah. You certainly got to wear what you wanted. We didn't.
Yeah.
But we went to Jesuit College Preparatory School of Dallas, both born and raised in Big D, the Superior, Texas city.
Yep.
Way better than that city down there by the Dirty Creek.
That
San
little
Antonio.
creek running through San
San
Antonio.
Antonio?
It's stinky down
San
there.
Antonio is probably the best city in Texas.
Oh my Lord. The river walk is just a thing of water that
Yeah.
no one would ever want to swim
That's
in.
usually what most rivers are. Yeah.
But it's disgusting.
Listen, growing up, I hated San Antonio,
Yeah.
and I have zero desire to move back there now with my wife.
Yeah.
But I will say that of the Texas cities, Dallas is too uppity. Most people will tell you
I
that.
mean, look at Clayton's polo.
Yeah, people get stuck in the rat race in Dallas.
Yeah.
It has nicer weather
Yeah.
than the other ones. Austin is, if you're young or if you're rich.
Keep it weird.
Yeah.
You know, the thing about San Antonio, my father-in-law said this one time. He was like, I don't understand, because my wife is from San Antonio.
Yep.
It's like, I don't understand why people don't want to live in San Antonio. We're just one big happy family around here. Everybody
it's
knows
true.
everybody. But it's true.
It's kinda
And
weird.
The families run really deep.
And it's, last I checked in 2012, It was the 7th largest
You
city.
checked in 2012, or this is a stat from 2012?
The stats
Last
from
time we
2012.
checked,
Okay,
it was
when
last
did you
time I-
check the stat?
Also in 2012.
he's the friendship historian.
It was the 7th largest city in the country. 2nd largest city in Texas. But you didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah,
There's no
right
way.
behind Houston.
There's no way.
Yeah, over 2 million people. Now,
I think
Dallas-Fort
that's-
Worth
I was gonna
Metro,
say the DFW
Yeah,
Metro,
Metro.
is different.
but it's
Yeah.
bigger than Dallas and then Fort
Because
Worth.
San Antonio is just San Antonio.
Hey,
But it's a really big city is what I'm getting to. But it doesn't feel that way.
I'd be curious.
It feels
though,
like a small town.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
So it's very family friendly. So maybe with kids, it'd be
yeah,
a place that my wife and I can think about.
real
Yeah.
family friendly.
And I mean, you can't turn down the Spurs.
Right.
It's a premier
Va,
sports organization in Texas. I think we can all agree on that.
sadly.
Well, let's get back to where we're from. So you're San Antonio,
San Antonio.
from Mexico City.
Yeah, I grew up was born and raised in Mexico City, and then Alex and I was formed in San Antonio.
Yep.
Moved in 2005.
Yep.
Going into 4th grade to San Antonio, and then stayed
Why
there.
did you choose to go to A&M? That'd be
No,
a
that's
fun
a-
thing
that's
to
a
dive
great
into.
question.
How did we
Which is where we met,
get
right?
to A&M where we all met together?
Yeah, and I'll keep it short. I think at the end of the day, it came down to they gave me a scholarship, and the University of Texas
about
did
that money.
not give me a scholarship.
Yeah. Were you top 10%?
No shame in that.
I was, yeah.
Top 10?
Yeah. So in Texas, there's
Easy at a public
a
school.
rule that if you're top 10%, you get automatically admitted to the big schools.
Yeah.
One of the top ranked high schools in the state of Texas.
Really?
Yeah.
Right behind Jesuit in Dallas.
Winston Churchill?
Jesuit's not a high school.
Yeah, that's right. College
Winston
preparatory.
Churchill High?
That's a rival school where your wife attended. That's
I think it's funny. The rival schools are Winston Churchill and Reagan.
and Ronald Reagan and
That's
Lyndon B. Johnson.
hysterical.
And Lyndon B.
Put those three in a room together. So we all get to A&M together. I chose A&M really because I wanted to play baseball in college, but I realized that I was 5'7", and
Did you
quickly.
realize that
When did
once
you realize
got to
that
A&M?
you didn't have a chance?
Once I got to A&M, once you got there, I moved into the dorm and I said, you know what? I don't think I'm going to play baseball here. But I was excited. I fell in love with A&M really through the Johnny football craze.
Yeah.
And actually, my mom was a Longhorn. I
Yep.
grew up a huge Vince Young fan. I
Oh,
got
yeah.
pictures of me
Same.
with a 2005
Yep.
national championship jersey.
Yep.
Clayton has a bunch of pictures of him in UT gear
Oh, yeah.
as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But we all get there and we're just trying to figure out life. Me and Clayton knew each other. We started hanging out right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually was Clayton's DD a couple times, driving him to rush parties
Yep.
for him to go and check out the fraternity scene.
So you guys knew each other.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't say
we
you were
were
friends.
one friend group away.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know
I
what I
would
mean?
say-
You got groups that touch each other,
Yeah.
but they're not the same group.
Yep.
That was us in high
We
school.
were, that was the thing. I was on the golf team.
Yep.
You were on the baseball team thinking about playing college ball, you know? So naturally, you were the cool guy,
Yeah.
where's he going to go?
Right.
Who's going to give him a scholarship? But
Hey,
no,
I don't know. You were on a team with Jordan Spieth.
that's
Not a lot of people can say that.
That's fair.
Do you think he remembers you?
Well, he won MVP and I won the Hart Award. Which I've never won an MVP award in my life, but I've won plenty of Hart Awards.
It's about the
So,
heart, baby.
But I texted him after he won the Masters, but he changed his number. So I don't
As
know
he
who that.
should.
Someone got a text that day. Hey, congrats on the win at Augusta.
Some Karen in Ohio is like, oh, thank you, appreciate that. I won Masters bingo today.
So we all get to A&M.
Yeah, we get there. Me and Clayton are already friends.
Yeah.
And I think the beauty of this friendship is we've all seen each other at different stages of life.
Yeah.
We've seen each other before we met God
Yeah.
in a lot of ways. I mean, me and Clayton meeting each other in high school, seeing each other kind of filling ourselves up with a lot of the lies of the world, the things of the world. And then we all really, I mean, you had a deepening of faith a little bit in high school, but came to completion, I think, in college.
I think college is really when it
Yeah.
kind of became more of I want to do this
Right.
Yeah.
versus someone I was dating was telling
Right.
me to do this.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of where we met, right? And what you're talking about, if like we're seeing each other in a lot of stages, like sure, we met after I was starting to get involved with the Catholic Center.
Yeah.
But we all had a lot of remnants of our
Absolutely.
previous lives, right?
Which I think is one of the reasons we all connected.
Yeah.
Was we were wrestling with, here's the guy I used to be. Here's the guy I want to be.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't really fit in
Yeah.
at the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely.
Who are these people gonna, judge me? Are these
Yeah.
people gonna think I'm I'm dumb because I'm wearing an oversized polo and Wrangler jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they didn't think that.
Yeah.
But we, in our own, pride and
18-year-old
arrogance,
pride,
thought that.
Yep.
And so we kind of banded together
Yeah.
as like, here's three guys that we understand each other.
Yeah.
We can, be a little bit of idiots
Yeah.
together,
Yep.
but also still dive into this life with Christ that we know we need
Yeah.
and that we want. And so freshman year, we're in Bible study together. We go to a big faith-based conference together called Seek.
Yep.
We go on a spiritual boot camp retreat all together,
Yep.
which we can
That could be its
It's
own
a story
episode.
for another
time.
day. Yeah. Clayton's cramping during adoration, but and then life happens,
Yep.
right? And so I actually get kicked out of Texas A&M because of these guys. No, I'm just kidding. But because of mistakes I had made,
Yeah.
and it was really, I think, when I flunked out, y'all's friendship deepened.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You joined
Yeah.
our fraternity
Yep.
sophomore year,
Yep.
and tell us a little bit about that, the sophomore year friendship.
Well, I think the friendship obviously started before.
Mm-hmm.
I think in Bible study, I knew I was going to like you guys the first time I showed up. And, for one reason or another, my dad needed my car. And so he let me borrow his car for the week. And I remember I showed up to
C-class.
Bible
He needed
study.
your car, but then gave you his car.
No, I think my car needed to go to the shop is what
yeah.
was happening. And so he's like, just take my car for the week and bring it back.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember that car.
And it was a nice car. It was a Mercedes-Benz. Now,
Wow.
I don't want to make it sound like
didn't go to
we
private
grew up in a
school?
Mercedes family. This was a used Mercedes-Benz that he bought and owned for 2 years before he sold it for profit. But I remember I showed up to Bible study, and I see you guys pull up, and what I thought was a beat-down moped. Later find out that it was brand spanking new.
Yeah, it's
brand
only
new.
2 months old.
Straight out of China.
I didn't know you took a loan out for this moped.
30% interest rate.
And you spent all Bible study trying to convince me to let me borrow my dad's car so you could take your then girlfriend, now wife, on a date.
In
And
the
you would
Mercedes.
give me your moped as collateral.
That's a great deal.
And that's when I was like, okay, these
It's a
guys,
win-win.
are great. These
Yeah.
guys are normal.
We're going to have fun together.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then I think it was solidified on my freshman year. I went through RCIA,
Mm.
and I finished up getting my sacraments just because,
Yeah.
again, like faith wasn't something that was super important in my family growing
Yeah.
up. And I remember as I go up at mass, right, and I get the oil for confirmation.
Yep.
I get it from whoever was doing the bishop. I don't know who wasn't down. And I turn around to go back to my seat, and I look up, and you guys are on the choir loft,
Yeah.
cheering, like jumping up and down as if we just beat ranked Alabama. And everyone else was sitting down in the church.
And you just threw a fist up
I
in
was
the
like,
air.
yeah, those guys are great.
Oh, man.
And so that's what solidified it for me.
Yeah.
And so
Right.
coming back, I think it was natural. I was like, all right, I see that you guys are involved in fraternity. I had looked at Greek
Yeah.
life my freshman year, but I was trying to figure out if I want to do the faith thing first.
Right.
So I was like, that seems like a natural avenue for me to explore. And through that, Clayton was involved with pledgeship.
Yeah.
So we became
Rush chair.
Yeah, you were rush chair.
Yeah.
So we became closer through that of like, okay, I know Clayton,
Mm-hmm.
and let me just kind of
Well, see, I feel like I knew you better than you knew me, because in your pledgeship,
this is not true.
in your pledgeship,
This is-
you have to do 50 interviews with active members of the fraternity. And I had an interview with José, and he proceeded to tell me his life story for 4 hours, and I fell asleep on the beanbag chair in my room.
It's not true. It happened in your room. I was on the beanbag. That's how I know this
Oh,
is
then
true.
I fell asleep in my
I was
office
on the
chair,
beanbag,
which is even worse.
You were sitting on your bed.
Was I on my bed?
And he
Yeah.
fell asleep.
No, it lasted 1 hour.
I remember having a headache. I need some
it
electrolytes.
lasted
that
1
he just
hour.
said. It was absolutely
It lasted
not
1
1
hour.
hour.
'Cause we
So,
had to schedule.
however long Clayton fell asleep, I believe that because
You think
I've
I just
seen
sat
it
there and
happen.
watched you?
I mean,
Watch you sleep?
That's
But
when I knew
our-
you could have a podcast one day. Is that man can talk.
But our friendship continues to grow. Sophomore year,
Yeah.
junior year.
Because then you came back.
Yeah, I came back.
Yeah.
We get back into relationship. We're growing.
Yeah.
And I think it was really junior, senior year where we started realizing if we just keep this friendship for ourselves, then that's selfish.
Yep.
And so we need to share this with other men.
Yeah.
And so we start investing in other men. We start inviting other guys to come spend time with us
Yep.
to see that, one, we're all in on Jesus.
Yeah.
Two, that you don't need to be somebody to come and be friends with us.
Yep.
And so we had all these amazing shared experiences, grilling burgers out together or what have you.
Yeah.
We were creating these awesome memories together and inviting, awesome men to come be a part of it through Bible study, through discipleship, where we're investing in other men.
Yep.
And then we all graduate.
Mm-hmm.
And we move on into our separate lives. We move to different parts of the country, but stay connected and stay connected through a shared workplace, but also a shared connection of when you have the stories that we have in the relationships, no one knows me like you guys do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can make friends in your new places, right? I'm living in Denver now.
Yeah.
You're in Baton Rouge, Das Boot. You're in College Station. And so we're spread across the country, but there's a sense when we come back together that it's like nothing's changed because we have the history together of me, you know my stories, you know my struggles, you know my weaknesses that nobody else in the world knows.
And vice versa.
Right?
And I think there's something else there too. I mean, you talked about how we've all worked for the same organization since we've left college. But I think even beyond that, something that exists in our friendship is that our lives are moving in the same direction, which is towards the heart of Jesus, to know, to love, and to serve God. Mm-hmm. And I think that's just a deep, connection that we have is that we all, we have, different backgrounds. Some of us went to private school, some of us didn't. Some of us drove Mercedes, some of us drove Chinese mopeds.
You're the private school. Don't make me seem like the rich, privileged kid. You're the Dallas private school.
But
guy.
I think that's that's what we sense and feel is that our lives have a very similar direction. And John Michael and I we got married very soon after college and started having kids. We each have 3 children. Yeah. Jose, you got married how long ago was it? A little over a year ago.
Less than a year ago.
Yeah,
November.
And you've got a baby due here in a little bit as well. But yeah, there's a deep, meaningful connection that even it goes the shared experiences and the friendship that has existed over the last 10 years is absolutely a part of it. But what I sense in both of you guys as well that I really deeply connect with is that these are 2 men that I know are going after. They're all in on the same thing that I'm all in for. Right. And that's what I love about our friendships.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that brings us to the name. I mean, when we were kicking around the idea of the podcast, I think there were 2 hopes. One is to invite listeners to be a part of this. Yeah. And to invite men, across the country, maybe they're early college, late high school, maybe they're up in their 30s, but to invite them into a friendship that's not just our own, but a community of brothers across the country that have a shared experience of recognizing I'm not where I want to be, but I'm on a journey to be where I want to be with God.
Yeah, and I think that's what we highlight with our friendship is we're not where we want to be.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and that's okay.
Yep.
And we know that, and we're okay with that. As long as we're still striving.
We're down to slap each other in the rear end and say, "Hey, keep moving."
Yeah.
And I think the name came from, well, what do we want for ourselves? Yeah. And I think what I want for you is for each of us to just be all in on who God wants us to be, to not take any days off when it comes to being a disciple. Yeah. But also part of our friendship is like we're the pros at unsolicited advice. So we sound like experts on every topic. Jose just said San Antonio is the 7th largest city in the United States.
I haven't looked it up
since 2012.
And so we are also all in on points that we know nothing about. Yeah. But we are going to speak with certainty.
But we read a headline once 10 years ago.
That we have PhDs in the topic. And so there's also a humorous element to the All In podcast.
Yeah.
What would you hope as we build this out over the next couple of years for guys who are tuning in? What do you want them to take away?
Clayton.
I think seeing what it actually looks like to be all in. Mm-hmm. And I think what's beautiful about our friendships is that we're all very different people. Yep. I mean, we've kind of joked about how we've come from different backgrounds, but I really just think that our personalities, the way that we think, we're actually very, very different people. And I think sometimes that, when you're thinking about what does it look like to pursue God, what does it look like to be a disciple of Jesus Christ, there are some things obviously that are unchanging. Yeah. There are certain, big fundamentals that need to be in place. But at the same time, like there's room for just like your individual personality and character
Yeah.
at the same time. And that's something that I'm really excited about. That's what I love about our friendships, and just be able to, share that with other people. Of what does it look like for John Michael to be all in?
Right.
What does it look like for Jose to be all in? What does it look like for Clayton to be all in, And then for our viewers who are listening, who are watching, what does it mean for me to be all in? What does it mean for you to be all in? So.
Absolutely.
I think that's well said. Is what we don't want to do is put together this roadmap of here's what it means to be all in. It's to be Jose, Joe, Michael, and Clayton.
Yeah.
But rather through our experience of life, to be able to give some examples of in the midst of the messiness of changing a poopy diaper or breaking a golf club on the course or sharing a meal with a friend, how is God calling me to give myself to Him in those moments?
Yeah, and continue being all in. Right.
Even when you look like you're playing in the World Series of Poker.
I'm all in, baby.
Put the chips on the table, Jose. We should need some sunglasses in here.
Oh, I know.
These lights are bright.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for the All In podcast today. Once again, so excited for this, fellas.
Yeah.
This is going to be an absolute joy to partner together in this. For those of you who are tuned in, go ahead and arm wrestle that subscribe button down. Go ahead and bear crawl over the like button. And then go ahead and tackle the notifications button. Make sure All In podcast coming straight to your phone. Turn off the do not disturb, because the All In podcast is coming straight to you. Thank you.